from time to time. Remember, as I write at the top of our sheet every week, you need to widen your vocabulary and learn how to use it. And you should read and listen to English 10 minutes every day. Okay? Not 1 hour once a week. I know a lot of you, of course, do this at school, but you need to read and listen to English outside of the classroom 10 minutes every day to improve. So, charming. What does charming mean? Kakzung? Charming.
Oh, his connection seems
Where is
very
he?
bad.
Hello, Kakzung. Hello, Kakzung.
Why? Zong. Okay. There's some problem with his phone.
Disconnection. Okay. Duknia.
Yes.
Okay, Duknia. What does charming mean? Charming.
Like nice.
Yes, nice and very pleasing. Okay, so somewhere that is charming is nice, very pleasing. Maybe the old quarter in Hanoi is charming. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, it is, it's an old quarter is a nice place. It has old traditional shop houses, that sort of thing, and cafes. So it's a charming place. So charming is an adjective worth remembering. Compact, remember, means not big. Buildings are close together. So again, the old quarter is very compact. Hoi An is a very compact town, not very big, and all the buildings very close together. Lively means somewhere where lots of things are happening, somewhere that is lively. Hong Kiem Lake is very lively early in the morning. Lots of people running around the lake, people dancing, people doing exercise. Okay, it is lively. Lots of things are happening. Picturesque, somewhere that looks like a picture. Normally somewhere that has nature involved. Ningbin, for example. And serene. Serene means peaceful. So being able to use adjectives like this helps improve your lexical resource score. So please write these down and practice using them when we are talking. Are there any questions? Okay. Okay, now let us go back to the essay that we've been looking at. Many people believe that media coverage of celebrities is having a negative effect on children. To what extent do you agree or disagree is what we were working on. I'm just going to spend a few minutes on this, even though we haven't finished this essay, because I want to go on to a new topic. I want to go on to a new topic before you get too bored with each one. But what I want to make sure first is that you still remember the structure. Still remember the structure. So I'm going to share another document with you now. Okay. Paula, can you see the page that says main body paragraph 1 on it?
Yes.
Okay, great. So everyone remember the structure of a writing task 2 essay is in the introduction, you need to paraphrase the question in your first sentence. Sentence 2, you state your opinion and give 2 reasons. Those reasons, reason number 1 becomes the topic sentence of main body paragraph 1. reason 2 becomes the topic sentence of main body paragraph 2. In both the main body paragraphs, you need to have 2 sentences that explain the main reason. All right, then you need to give an example to support your reason. And then, of course, the final paragraph is a conclusion where you repeat your opinion and you summarize your 2 main ideas. So let's look at someone who finished the essay, I think.
I do.
Okay. Did you finish, Michael?
Yeah, as I promised, I did finish my essay. Yeah.
Oh, you did too. Excellent work, Michael. Okay, so well done to everyone who finished the essay. So let's look at Michael's essay as an example, and then I will look at someone else's. Okay, can you see your essay, by the way, Michael, or not? Can you see it on the screen or not?
The screen is still showing me the main body paragraph.
Okay, all right. I will put it up so we can see your essay, Michael. Okay, can you see it now?
Yes, I can.
Excellent. Okay, so everyone, just to remind you of how the structure works, and we are looking at Michael's essay as an example. Okay, so Michael here, this is his paraphrase. All right, that is his paraphrase of this. Okay, good paraphrase, Michael. All right, this next sentence is Michael's thesis statement, or where he says he agrees or disagrees with the statement. All right, then Michael has given 2 reasons. Firstly, due to the fact children nowadays obtain their ideas from famous people. Okay, and his second reason is parents will mostly discipline their youngster if they ever have any possible symptoms of negativities. Okay, what does that mean, by the way, Michael?
Like, if they obtain any negativity ideas from the adults and the
Okay,
parents, or just
okay, I understand. Okay, so what Michael means is if they get any bad ideas from celebrities or their idols, their parents will punish them. Is that correct, Michael?
yes, that's
Is
correct.
that what you mean? Okay, good.
Yes.
Okay, so, and again, what I am looking for here in Michael's essay is that he has followed the correct structure. Okay, so you can see that looking at this main body paragraph, okay, Michael has used this reason, okay, as his topic sentence. All right, then Michael has given 2 explanations as to why he thinks that. And then Michael has given, okay, an example. And remember, I've always said before, if you can't think of an example, just make one up. The examiner doesn't care. Okay, they are just interested in your English. Okay, you can see in his second main body paragraph, okay, Michael has again used his second reason as the first sentence, as the topic sentence. So again, this is the correct structure. And once you know the structure, it makes writing the essay so much easier. You know what you have to do. You just need to dress the structure in the right word clothes. So then Michael has given 2 more explanations as to why he believes that, and then he's given another example. Okay, he's referred to an article. And again, Michael, I assume, has made this up. Doesn't matter. He's given an example. All right, and then Michael's done his conclusion. So good, your structure is correct, Michael. That's great. Okay, Zung Ha. Hello, Zung Ha.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Zung Ha, can you see your essay on the screen?
Yes.
Okay, good. So again, we're just very quickly looking at that, everyone. So this is Zung Ha's paraphrase. Okay, very good paraphrase, Zung Ha. Your paraphrase is perfect. Okay, Zung Ha has said whether she agrees or not, and then she gives 2 reasons why. All right, then Zung Ha, as you can see, has used reason 1 as the topic sentence for her first paragraph. She's given 2 reasons and an example. She's done the same thing with main body paragraph 2. All right, and then she's done a conclusion. Okay, so again, Zung Ha has followed the correct structure. So that's good. Well done, Zung Ha and Michael, for finishing the essay. That's great. So what we're going to do now is to look at another essay topic. And we're going to be spending the rest of the lesson writing about this. But first of all, we're going to discuss it. All right. So, has anyone got any questions before I go any further? So please, you need to know the structure for essays. And like I say, this is the last time we're going to be doing these essays for a while. I'm going to go back to looking at task 1, all the different sorts of task 1, to give you practice in that, especially for those of you who've got the Ielts exam coming up in the next few months. You need practice at that. Okay, so this, everyone, is our new topic. Okay. Kim Nan,
Yes.
can you read the topic for me, please?
Yeah. International tourism has brought enormous benefits to many places. At the same time, there is concern about its impact on local inhabitants and the environment. Do the advantages of international tourism outweigh the advantages?
Okay, actually, that should be Mr. Bidoff here. Okay, disadvantages.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one, again, the structure is pretty much the same as what we looked at in the previous essay. There is one change, though. Notice you don't need to give an opinion in the opening paragraph. It's not asking you whether you agree or disagree with this. Instead, it is asking you about advantages and disadvantages. So, Paula.
Yes.
Okay, which part of this question do we paraphrase? Which part do we paraphrase?
The first 2 sentences.
Correct. Okay, the first 2 sentences we paraphrase. So your paraphrase, remember these essays always start with a paraphrase, and you paraphrase the main topic sentence. All right, so you need to paraphrase this. All right, now instead of having an opinion, you're going to be looking at advantages and disadvantages. So this makes the structure of the essay quite simple. Tuk Ling.
Yes.
Okay, so Tuk Ling, what are you going to be talking about in your first main body paragraph? What are you going to be looking at?
Mm, The event,
Can you guess? Yeah, keep going.
the evidence of international tourism.
Correct. Very good,
Um,
Tukling. In your first paragraph, everyone, you're going to be looking at this. Okay, what are the advantages of international tourism? Okay, and remember the structure is still the same. Okay, so you need to have a couple of sentences, and only a couple, with advantages of international tourism. And then an example. You can still use or make up an example. We'll discuss a bit more about this in just a moment. Okay, so Cho Zhang,
Yes, I'm here.
if your first body paragraph is about the advantages of international tourism, what is your second body paragraph about?
I think it's gonna be the disadvantages.
Is correct. Okay, is correct. So the second body paragraph is about the disadvantages of international tourism. So again, we are still following the structure. This one, though, is even easier. So your first paragraph, okay, a paraphrase just of this. Your next paragraph, the advantages of international tourism. Your third paragraph, the disadvantages of international tourism, and an example. And of course, your final paragraph, a conclusion, okay? And in this conclusion, it will be where you give an opinion about the advantages. Do the advantages outweigh the disadvantages, or the other way? And remember, again, there is no right or wrong answer for this. All that's being tested is your English, okay, and whether you are following the correct structure. So before we start writing this is what we're going to be doing for the rest of the lesson. I just want you to give me some quick ideas. Remember, we discussed, I think, last week or the week before about where do ideas come from? How do you think of ideas? So anyone who has a reasonable level of education, and all of you have a reasonable level of education, will have some ideas already about this from things that you have heard or read already during your life. So you need to think about what you might say to your friends if you were sitting in a cafe discussing this topic. You might remember I called this the coffee shop method of thinking of ideas. If you and some of your friends were to sit in a cafe and think, what are the advantages of international tourism for Hanoi? What are the sort of things that you might say? And the other way of thinking of ideas is more of a friends and family thing. Okay, similar to the coffee shop idea, but in this case, you think, what would my parents think of the advantages or disadvantages of tourism for Hanoi or wherever your hometown is? What do I think my parents might say? So this is how you start to think of ideas. And remember, you have about 7 or 8 minutes to plan the essay. 7 or 8 minutes to plan it. You already know the structure because we've practiced that, so you don't need to worry about the structure. All you need to think about is some ideas. Okay, so from everyone, I want an advantage and a disadvantage. I will start with you, Zung Ha. Zung Ha.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Zung Ha, what is an advantage of international tourism to Vietnam? What
Uh,
is one you can think of?
is how it how many people know about Vietnam.
Okay, I'll put this in chat. It helps many people. A better way of saying that is using a word that begins with L, Zung Ha. It helps many people not know about Vietnam, but
Learn.
yes, correct. That is better than no, okay? Okay. It helps many people learn about Vietnam as one advantage of international tourism. Duk Nia, can you think of another one?
Hmm.
Okay. In other words, you think, why is tourism good for Vietnam?
It's good for the. I can't think of anything.
You can't think of anything. Okay, we'll keep going. Kak Sung, Kak Sung. Is he back yet?
Not yet.
Can't see him. Okay. Michael.
Why, yes, I'm here.
Another advantage of tourism for Vietnam.
Oh, it
There are many.
gave the Vietnamese economy an opportunity to grow.
Good. Okay. I can sum them up in it's a very good reason. Okay. I'm thinking of one word, Michael, begins with M. M. What does tourism bring to Vietnam?
Money?
Correct. Okay. Okay, very easy. Okay, tourists bring money to Vietnam. Okay, gives the economy a chance to grow, as Michael said. Okay, also people bring money. All right. Kim Nan. Kim Nan.
Yeah.
Okay, what is another advantage, Kim Nan? Why is tourism good for Vietnam?
I think is create job for people.
Very good. That's an excellent reason. Okay, tourism creates a lot of jobs for people. Okay, think of how many people are employed in, well, not just tourist places, but cafes, restaurants, bars, okay, where tourists come into and they, of course, spend money. Okay, people have jobs. So tourism brings jobs. Okay, so already we have 3 reasons. Yep, that's fine, Kakso. That's fine. Thank you for your message. All right. So we are doing sort of the coffee shop method of thinking of ideas. So 3 reasons why tourism is good for Vietnam: helps people to learn about the country, more about Vietnam and its culture, gives the economy a chance to grow or brings money in, same thing, and that helps create jobs for people. And when people have jobs, they spend money. That helps the economy to grow, helps the cities to grow. Okay, everyone becomes a little bit richer. Right, so they are 3 main advantages. And really, we only need a couple. So you can see it hasn't taken us very long to think of it all. Okay, Paula. Now the other side of the coin, Paula.
So pollution.
Pollution. Okay, can you be a little bit more specific?
Um,
Why do tourists mean pollution?
so because tourists, people from everywhere in the world, they come to a country or a city to go travel, and they lack of the awareness to protect the environment, so it causes pollution to the city.
Okay. Okay, so I might say too many tourists cause pollution. Okay, Paul? Okay, obviously, if only 1 or 2 tourists come, that doesn't matter. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so you would have to say too many tourists cause pollution. Oops, can't spell tourists, but you get the idea. Tuk Ling. Hello, Tuk Ling. I think we've lost her too. Just checking.
Yeah.
There she is. Hello, Tuk Ling. I think your microphone is on mute.
Hello, Mr. Ray.
Hello, Tuk Ling. Okay.
Can you hear me?
I
now?
can now. I can now, Tuk Ling. Thank you. Okay. So we're looking at disadvantages of tourists in Vietnam. Okay. What is another one? So Paula thinks too many tourists cause pollution. What else?
I think it's too many tourists. Uh, mm, can make the can make these places more crowded, and
Okay.
this maybe not people's as is before.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I can. Yeah, I can hear you. Thank you. Okay. So too many people make. Okay. And it destroys, using the adjective I mentioned to you before. All right. Tuk Ling, can you see what I've written?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay. Is that what you are saying? Is that what you mean?
Yes, that's
Okay.
right.
Okay. So too many people make places crowded. Okay. And it destroys the serene atmosphere, the peaceful atmosphere in many places. Okay. We've all been to places where there are just too many tourists. Okay. Very annoying. Okay. One more maybe. Cho Zhang.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Can you think of another disadvantage?
Um,
Okay. So we've got tourists maybe help cause pollution. Okay. If there are too many of them.
Personally, I think about the changing in lifestyles. Like many youngsters can be affected directly by the uh foreigners' lifestyles, and they can lose their traditions.
Okay. This is excellent reason, Cho Zhang. Good thinking. Very excellent reason. Okay. Okay. So tourists. Oops. Can't spell that. Can you see what I've written, Cho Zhang?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay. Is that what you mean, Cho Zhang?
Yes.
Okay, so tourists can affect and influence the traditional culture in a bad way. Okay, they will bring their bad habits. Okay, so maybe before people were living peacefully in serenity. Okay, then the tourists, they come in, maybe they bring alcohol, for example, drugs, they drink too much, they take drugs. Okay, they are a bad example to the local people. The local people, maybe especially young people, start to learn bad habits. Okay, good. So there are many more reasons. Okay, another one I can think of to do with the bad influence of money. all right, starts to make people greedy when maybe they weren't greedy before. But if they see some people making money from tourists, then they get greedy, all right? So it destroys the whole way of life. Okay, so hopefully you can see that we are talking like we are in a coffee shop or a cafe, okay? How easy it is to think of advantages and disadvantages. So what I want you to do now, okay, is to, and we will finish doing this next week, okay, is to paraphrase this. All right, you can start working on the paraphrase now and finish it for your homework. Then please either make a note of these advantages and disadvantages, or you are welcome to think of your own if you can think of some other ones. And then next week, we are going to put them in our advantages and disadvantages paragraphs and then come up with a conclusion. All right, so now and for the rest of the lesson, please work on the paraphrase, and I will check it as you're doing so. So I'm going to share the screen with you now. Share the link with you now, I should say, sorry. All right, you all know what to do now. You click on the link and please write your paraphrase of the first two sentences. And as I was saying earlier, this is not an opinion essay, so you don't need to give your opinion in the first paragraph. All you need to do is paraphrase. And then next week, main paragraph 1 is going to be about the advantages. Main paragraph 2 is going to be about the disadvantages. Then in our conclusion, we will give our opinion, or you will give your opinion on whether you think the advantages outweigh the disadvantages. Okay, so please start writing your paraphrase. This, by the way, is a real task 2 writing topic, by the way. Does anyone have any questions? Okay. Duknia,
Yes.
okay. Are you sitting the IELTS exam anytime soon?
I think I'll take it like around like November or December.
November or December, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Just so I know. All right, thank you, Duknia. Now, some of you might be thinking, where do I start my paraphrase? So you're really looking for key phrases or words. For example, international tourism. Okay, can you think of another way of saying international tourism? Has brought enormous benefits. What is another way of saying enormous benefits? What is another word for concern? What is another word for local inhabitants? So remember, with your paraphrase, you don't have to change every word. But if you can change some of the key phrases, that is the main thing. So, Michael, that is a great paraphrase word, okay? That's very good, very good. So everyone, just in case you haven't noticed, Michael has said global instead of international. Global is a great paraphrase word. Kim Nan, that is also a great paraphrase. Instead of international, Kim Nan has said worldwide. Excellent, Kim Nan. Very good. So Kim Nan and Michael have both kept the word tourism, and that is fine. Like I say, you don't have to worry about changing every word. But if you can think of another word for tourism, that's fine. But don't spend too much time worrying about the paraphrase. Maybe only a couple of minutes. And I hope you remember what I suggested a couple of weeks ago. Read websites like the BBC, if you can get it, or American news websites, or The Guardian. Click on the subject headings. You will see in those websites subjects headings like education, travel, business, finance. Okay, and read the articles for 10 minutes. And very soon, okay, you will start to learn lots of different synonyms. And it's also a great place to get ideas that you can have in the back of your mind that you can use for essays like this. Okay, Xiao Wei, thank you for your message. Welcome to the class. I hope you can make it at 2 p.m. next week. Okay, everyone. So it's 1:30. So that is the end of the class for this afternoon. So I'm going to stop there. So your homework is just to finish the paraphrase. All right, finish the paraphrase and I will check them during the week. Okay, so this shouldn't take you too long. If this was a real IELTS test, you would only maybe spend 2 or 3 minutes at the most writing this paraphrase. Obviously, during your homework, you can spend a little bit longer to make sure you get it right. But like I say, it shouldn't take you too long because in a real test, you don't have that long to do it. So, are there any questions? Any questions? Okay. All right. Kim Nan, what are you doing for the rest of today?
We learn about writing type 2.
Sorry, you will learn about
Writing task 2.
writing task 2. You're going to practice writing task 2.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Duknia, what are you doing for the rest of today?
I don't know, maybe take a rest or do my school homework.
Okay, good. All right. Tukling, what are you doing for the rest of today? Are you still teaching math class, Tukling?
No, I just spend my time to relax.
Good. Okay, yeah, you've been away for a long time. Okay, good that you get
Yes.
some time to relax with your mum and your sister.
Yes.
Okay, that's great. Okay, everyone, thank you very much. It's lovely to see you all, as usual. So I hope you all have a good week, and I look forward to reading your paraphrases during the week. And I also look forward to seeing you all again next Sunday at 2 p.m. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Okay, goodbye
Bye.
everyone.
Mr. Ray.
Bye.
Chào bác.
Chào con.